Good evening. I'm just a horsey gal. My little friend here is my little Ani baby. Cat hair. Sorry about all that. That's my little Ani baby. See my little Ani baby. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. Let me turn you around and show you what I'm up to. Yeah, so working in the front this evening, and let's see, I don't know how well it works, just doing the cattail. Never mind my son's collection of vehicles. Sorry about all that, but kitty. Oh, it's my garden path up the front. There's lights on that trellis at night. They come on by solar. Daughter wants to have me, she says that looks junky, so she wants to replace the cattle panel with one that isn't all got the bends in it. I said, I don't care when it's lit up, nobody knows. But never mind that little yellow pot, that's going something else. And my little bags of dirt down there, I'm working on a bed that I think I'm gonna put some loofah gourd there right quick, and hopefully they'll at least blossom pretty yellow all over the trellis. And then to the left of the trellis, in front of that, it's like would be directly behind that truck. I'm gonna try to get my hollyhocks to take there. I started them from seed. I'll go very slow. That's why she's the Ani baby. I'll go slowly. That's why she's the Ani baby. She's the Ani baby. So, in the big gray tub on the ground there behind what's in the fence is thyme. And I started it from seed. It's taking a little bit. And the big gray one behind there is 3 hollyhocks. So I think I'm gonna, here we go again. Ooh, easy. Yep. So back to where we were in the front bed there, kind of behind that truck. I'm gonna put the hollyhocks there. There's some roses there and some hostas, which I don't know, I'm not married to them, but they're big and healthy for sure. And then coming closer in that water tank, I have 2 fake plants, 2 varieties, a yellow and a bullseye. And I have purslane, which it tastes kind of like a radish. Most people pull them out as a weed. Once I discovered it, I cultivate it. This year I planned on the cultivating of it. And Lord, if there isn't a whole bunch of other purslanes popping up in all the little beds on volunteer after 3 years of waiting. Yeah, anyway. Let's see. Can I get you enough to see? The little yellow buttons are the 2 fake plants. And I moved the blackberries, but they're not giving up the ghost. And some purslane hanging out the front there. It's a work in progress. My bucket garden so far has 3 style of bush beans. Yellow and a couple of green. And they're bush beans, so they'll be fine in the buckets. And the little critters can't get them. So they're high off the ground. And then, so I'm contemplating, there's a little corner space there. I've got some mullein that I started from seed. So in these little areas that, like, between the buckets and that water tank is a spot. And a couple spots in front of the buckets. I'm gonna put some mullein in there, and I started from seed. And in here I have, I planted watermelon. And I have a big volunteer sunflower. So, good for him. Her. There's a couple of watermelon plants in the center part where the fence is laying. That's to keep the black labs out of my garden beds. Otherwise, they tromp through it. They don't care. They have no manners. So, these 3 little beds have watermelons. This one is strawberry. It's a pretty tasty watermelon, actually. And then these are crimson sweets. The other 2 beds. And there's a couple of crimson sweet in the middle, but there's just some grass weeds and stuff in there now. But I'm gonna put something in there that can tolerate watermelon vines. I don't know. We'll see. Getting our little patio squared away. Work in progress. Hubby's just getting to finishing it up here. The trim needs to go in. We've got to step off over here and rearrange some of those steps over there. And I'm gonna, the found rocks we're gonna make a little bed out of, and I don't know. I'll plant something there. I've got plenty to plant, that's for sure. So, and way over there by that boat, I moved my blackberry bushes. So, I don't know if they're doing any good yet. If not, there's plenty of volunteer blackberry bushes popping up all over this place. And you can't see, but there's nasturtium in that clay-looking pot. And then my little bed of sunflowers and zinnias and marigolds, and I threw poppies in there, and I just sprinkled love. And yeah, there's some grass. I gotta get down in there and pull some more grass out, but I'm trying to be careful not to pull anything else. And I had that blanket. I'm going to take it down, but it was to cast shade when I was starting my hardening off process out here. And so this is what's left. Wah, wah. Wah, wah. But that's okay. I don't feel bad. I got a whole garden out back just full. And got to find room for a few more of these, and the tomato plants. And, oh, especially, all pepper plants are going in the beds. I can't ever have too many pepper plants. But then that's the last wave. That's it. The house has been cleared out of plants for vegetable plants. I got one itty bitty rosemary up there, and I'm just afraid to put it out in the bed to fear losing it. I'm thinking maybe I could put it in, nestle it in next to the thyme, you think? Yeah. Of course, I'll bring it in the house, so during the winter. I want to try to keep it going or something. Not had a whole lot of extra luck with herbs, but you know, I'm learning. There's something called lovage over there that's said to be similar to celery. And of course, my very favorite pepper in the world is the Advarsky pepper. Oh man, are those good. It's like people eat an apple. Oh, I can eat those. Just chomp chomp. Well, any rate, you've seen enough. I've chewed your ear long enough. Yep. Just big plans. Big plans. I wonder what's up with that. Is it going to be a short and fat or what? And I got to find something to plant. Get some flowers or something to plant. That's a thing with the red comb on it. With the red, that's a red wattle or comb on the one of those metal chickens, all made of wire, and you put a flower pot in that round part. And I'll set him out there somewhere along in here. I'll set him with a little pot of flowers in him. See, I mean, I'll just stop and get, buy some tunias and pot them up. Anyway, Annie baby. Annie is her baby named for Onyx. My son named her. She's kind of got the tuxedo look, and she's tortoiseshell. So all I know is those little toe beans are mine. Those are my little toe beans. That's my Annie baby. Annie baby, look at mama. Annie baby, you silly girl. And I'm thinking about turning this metal set cherry red. I do all my wrought iron. I got these little bistro sets. Oh, I don't know. I have 3 or 4 of them, and I like to paint them up. Not that one's not included. That's just folks hanging out table. But I have a few of these around the farmyard. And I just bought that set, 2 chairs and that table for $20. Give it a nice paint job. It'll look pretty. I'm gonna paint this black bench too, I think. Well, I expect a little bit darker yet. My little solar lights will come on. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. And I have rheumatoid arthritis, so I do a lot of stopping and resting between spurts of work. It is what it is. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, and see you next time. Good night.